So this is the new Dunlop FX500 2025. I know the racket's already out since last year, but I still wanted to give you guys my review. Sounds good? Here we go. What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video. So today we got the FX500 regular. So obviously this one has a bigger head size and it's slightly more powerful than the FX500 Tour. Just like the Tour, Dunlop also introduced a power boost and frame geometry. So basically, guys, what it does, it makes the beam width bigger in specific location to have basically more power and stability. Dunlop also included in this model the power wave grommet technology, which is basically, guys, a wave pattern which the grommets are stacked right next to each other, and you can clearly see them on the inside and the outside of the frame. So what that does, it actually makes the string bed stiffer, so you would get like a better feel in your strike zone or your personal sweet spot. And Dunlop also kept the Sonic Core Infinity in the hopper hoop, which is basically, guys, a technology where Dunlop has used in previous generation, which is a material that is located at 3 and 9 o'clock in the head of the racket to again increase, or I should say, more, to get more comfort and power. So for the 500 regular, I like it more than the previous version. I think they did something specific or different with this one here. For some reason on my back end, it dips, man, I mean like a lot once it reaches the other side of the net. Without having any more top spin, or if I want to get over, it works. If I want to get through the ball too, it works also. It sails a bit too much for me on my forehand. Lots of power, lots of power. Control wise, for 100 square inch, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Does it wobble a bit? I would say yes, but I'm still in the beginning, so I'll hit some more. So yeah, for me on Groundstroke, it was a good play test overall. Like I said, if you want easy power, this one definitely fits the bill. I did have to adjust at first because, like I said, the ball was launching a bit too much for my liking. But after I got like a couple more hours into it, I got more dialed in. It actually got better, especially when I was doing forehand to forehand cross-court rally. It had like really surprising control. But don't get me wrong, the ball definitely launches out of the string bed. But for some reason, it dips just to keep the ball in play on the other side of the court. It's a bit tricky to explain, but I hope you guys get the picture. It had a certain level of stability, which was nice to have, but incoming fastballs, this is where I had a hard time controlling it. It would launch too much, in my opinion. To me, there was a little bit of weight missing at the top of the racket to control those balls, actually. But direction-wise, this racket was awesome. One of the better ones that I have actually tried. So, for the 500, on the forehand side, I actually love it a lot. It's very stable for 100 square inch. Lots of power, but controllable power again. I mean, the ball dips, and whenever you're hitting with someone and it's a hard pace, it holds its grounds. It's really like it's really amazing, honestly. It sails a bit. Obviously, the string setup can change, but it's stable for 100 square inch. It is. It's a like I said, maybe a new technology, I think so. It makes a difference. Not bad so far, I'm loving it. So maybe this is due to the new technology that they had it, but it's really noticeable. So if we take a look at the specs, guys, there are three small differences. The strung weight, the swing weight, and the stiffness, which are all lower than the previous model. And for that playtest, I strung it with Dunlop Explosive Bite in the mains at 48 pounds and Dunlop Explosive Tour in the crosses at 46 pounds. But if I had to string it again, guys, personally, I would have strung it a little bit higher. Because I do have to say, and I think again, and it's just my personal opinion, I do think you need to be swinging with this racket for it to make it work for you. If you don't have a fast swing, I think you might struggle a bit with this racket. I did notice that every time that I just wanted to casually hit like a shot, it would launch a little bit too much. But on the other hand, if you want spin, you got it. It has enormous amount of spin. And if you like to go through the ball, well, if it's in the sweet spot, it's going to be like a cannon. As for my backhand, if it's in the sweet spot, it's a joy. But outside of it, not enough control for me. Like I said earlier, I could have used some weight. Cause when the ball was coming fast, just like it did on my forehand, it was wobbling a little bit too much. For the 500 on the backhand, it's good, not the best. I feel like if you don't swing with this racket, whether it would be like the backhand on the forehand, it sells too much. It's hard to say what I mean. You have to swing, in my opinion, for it to make it work for you. But once it's in the sweet spot, wonderful pillow feeling. Like I said, if you hesitate or you just want to redirect, in my case, it flies like a rocket. But when I try to generate, this is where the fun comes in. So, I've seen worse, I've seen better. So for me, on volleys, it was just okay. I was missing a little bit of weight and stability for me to be like really locked into it. Compared to the FX500 Tour, which was a beast at the net in my opinion, but for this one, not the same feeling. In the sweet spot, it's wonderful, but outside of it, not so much. But you do have tons of power to punch, close, or to finish a volley. And it's very maneuverable, so you can easily do quick transition going from forehand to backhand or vice versa. But the best part for me was the overhead. It seemed like it was always a clean hit, if I could say. So if you're like a doubles player, this one could really be beneficial for you. So, the 500 at the net, it's okay for me. You can actually redirect it pretty well. But as soon as something comes, like an incoming fastball, it wobbles too much. Maybe some lead tape could help. If it's in the sweet spot, wonderful feeling, wonderful feeling. Quick reflexes, very maneuverable, but it shakes a bit. Either on the forehand, on the backhand, a little bit too much for my liking. But it's not bad. On serve, it was actually a good racket to serve with. Because of its maneuverability, it was very easy to generate racket head speed with. The kick serve was my favorite serve to hit with. Like I previously said, the amount of spin that this racket possesses is crazy. So gripping the ball while hitting a kick serve felt like a natural stroke, kinda. I had good pop on my first serve, as the easy power truly helps, and the precision was also there. Like at times, I could literally place my serve on a dime. And for some reason, I was serving better on the ad side, but I cannot explain why. I would personally place this racket between the Pure Drive 100 and the E-Zone 100. So, there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope everything in there was fun and entertaining for you. If it did, feel free to give me a like. It means the world to me, guys. Also, if you got any questions or comment about this racket or any other racket, feel free to let me know down below. It would be my pleasure answering them. Just like always, guys. Till next time. And remember, you got this.